Who wouldn't want fresh, free, organic, delicious fruits and vegetables growing in their garden? Hello friends, in today's episode, we list out the 10 secrets of growing vegetables and fruits in containers in a small space gardening like your balcony or terrace. Lastly, one very special bonus tip for you coming up. Growing vegetables and fruit trees in containers is an excellent option, especially for folks living in urban areas. And urban gardening, especially organic gardening, is on the rise. This is mainly due to awareness in people about the hazards of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. So, all of us want to consume fresh and organic vegetables and fruits. Here are 10 secrets and easy steps to accomplish this task and grow your own fruits and vegetables in containers or small spaces in your homes. On number 10, choose the right location for proper sunlight. Most of the vegetables and fruits need a full day of direct sunlight for flowering and fruiting. Choose a location on your terrace or balcony that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. On number 9, choose the right containers. Choose the largest possible container for growing fruit trees. Yes, you can grow fruit trees in containers at least 18 inches in depth and width. If you're growing on terrace or balcony, you can choose fabric bags of at least 18 inches for fruit trees and 12 to 15 inches for growing vegetables, especially plants like eggplant, tomatoes and other plants. These fabric bags use the principle of air pruning, which helps grow larger plants in smaller containers. You can watch my detailed episode explaining air pruning, techniques and benefits from a link in the description or from a link at top right corner of the screen. On number 8, plan before you plant. For vegetables, sowing the right seeds in the right season is the most important task for a perfect harvest. So, just Google a reliable website which shows which seeds to sow in which season, and this depends on the zone you live in. And for growing fruit trees, you have to bring in a live plant from a nursery. Remember to choose a dwarf or semi-dwarf variety of any fruit tree you choose to grow. The most easiest to grow trees are lemon, orange, chiku, guava, custard apples, pomegranate and so on. Please continue watching till the end and remember your bonus special tip in the end. On number 7, check drainage holes of containers. Try to have multiple drainage holes if possible, because if they're blocked, this can result in root rot. Try to keep a small piece of net or even a cloth at the bottom so that the dirt doesn't get out of the holes and spoil your balcony or terrace. On number 6, potting soil. This is one of the most important factors that determines the growth and yield of the plant. Make sure you use at least 50% garden soil for planting fruit trees. This is important for anchorage, otherwise the plant may fall off due to strong wind or stuff like that. Apart from adding about 30% compost like decomposed cow dung or horse dung, vermicompost or even leaf compost, you must also include the most important stuff for inducing heavy flowering, that is the bone meal powder. And for vegans, the substitute for bone meal is the soybean meal powder. Make sure you add 1 or 2 handfuls of steamed bone meal powder in your potting mix. Please check out a detailed video on the formula to make the best potting soil using various ingredients from a link in the description. On number 5, pollinators. Flowers will not be converted to fruits unless there is pollination and fertilization. So, encourage beneficial insects and pollinators like honeybees and butterflies in your garden. And another important point is try to avoid spraying pesticides or even sprinkling the pest control powders on the flowers. This can harm these insects. On number 4, fertilizers. As a part of organic gardening, we always recommend natural fertilizers. If you have taken the time and efforts to prepare the best potting mix, 80% of the job is done. You only have to add a handful of compost like cow dung or even vermicompost once in 15 days into each container, preferably after raking or tilling the topsoil. You don't need to add anything else until the harvest. On number 3, pest control. This can be easily controlled by spraying neem oil and a liquid soap mix. About 5 ml neem oil per liter of water when the plants are still young and small of less than a feet. And about 10 ml neem oil per liter of water along with 10 drops of liquid soap for larger plants. And the frequency of application can be once in 10 to 15 days. Even if there are no pests, remember. If you see a lot of slugs and snails or caterpillars eating your leaves, you can sprinkle diatomaceous earth powder once in 15 days. Yes, this DE powder is again 100% organic. On number 2, plant support. For vegetables like tomatoes, they require good support system to stand. If you can afford some garden trellis, if it's fine. Otherwise, you can use some sticks to support these plants. For climbers, you can use net support or even tie them to some ropes and wires for support. On number 1, watering. This is another important factor. Remember, you're keeping these containers in full direct sunlight, and hence daily watering is the general rule for most vegetables and fruits, especially in summer season. But the best way is to use the finger dip method to check whether the soil is dry before watering. Or alternately, if you see the leaves starting to wilt, then immediately water. Water them thoroughly until there is water coming out of the drainage holes. 2 additional steps are optionally required, like repotting them in a little larger container if they become root bound, like maybe once in 2 years, and also pruning or trimming the branches after the fruiting season is over. Now, the bonus tip. Have you heard of thinning seedlings? Well, when you randomly sow seeds without spacing, you may get overcrowded seedlings and a heavy competition for nutrients, and the survival of the fittest theory of Charles Darwin applies here. At this stage, if you do not take action, all seedlings may become weak, competing with one another for nutrients. So, thinning of seedlings has to be done, meaning you have to pull out some of the closest ones and even discard some weak-looking ones for proper growth of the other seedlings. So, there you have it, folks. Please give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Also, share this video with friends and comment below with your thoughts and queries. Consider subscribing if you're new to this channel. Happy gardening!